cash on me. And I had just gotten one of my partial payments back from Muhammad, the $20,000 night I had. 20 grand one night I got that night. And he's like, God, what do you think? He's huge, right? He's like, dude, he's like, you gotta let me hold on to that. He's like, you're gonna get robbed. Let me keep it safe for you. Disappeared with it. That was supposed to pay off my credit cards. I was gonna use that to pay off my credit cards. Now they're still not paid off.
So the shakedown fake protection scam?
Yeah. I mean, he had me strong-armed into a corner, so it was like, I don't think I could have said no if I wanted to.
Mm.
And he was controlling me with the heroin at the time. He was the only one that I could get it from. And he would let me dangle sick for hours just to toy with me and show that he had the control, you know? Aside from that, I would pay up ahead, you know, $500 at a time to just give me the heroin when I needed it, and he'd never give it to me.
Yeah, I've thought that worse than being imprisoned would be imprisoned and then addicted against your will to heroin. Wouldn't that would destroy anybody?
Yeah. It's almost what it feels like. Even if you have your will, you don't. Not really. I hated that drug. I was just doing it not to be sick. The first 6 months I did it, and the first night I tried it was that night I got off the plane from San Francisco. When I left, after my coach raped me, remember that? And David picked me up. Of course. Try this! I didn't know shit about it. I was so naive. And he already had a habit, which I didn't know. I didn't even know what that was, let alone know that he had one. And it was just always around, and I was miserable. So he was, want a bump? Sure. Want a bump? Sure. You know, whatever. And then after that 3 days, I'm like, ugh, no. You know, and I'm trying to go to sleep, and I'm kicking, and I'm sweating, and I'm crying. I'm like, I can't sleep. He's like, here, do a bump. I'm like, fuck you, I'm so sick. He's like, trust me, do a little bump. I did it, and I felt fine. He goes, you have a habit. Like, how could you do that knowing his little brother, okay, Mikey, my age, that's what their mom died of, okay, heroin overdose. He told Mike it was Special K and gave him a line of heroin to sniff. Now he's right where David was, in jail, junkie. He was always a good kid, getting good grades, made it into college, you know, always had a job. Then him and his little girlfriend got hooked on it, and they introduced one of their friends, who introduced one of their friends. I swear to God, he introduced the whole North Shore to heroin. He spread it like a plague. Unbelievable. My life has not been the same since that. You can't go back once you try that. Once you get hooked in that drug once, you can't ever take it back. And it's always there. And sometimes when I can't think more than one day ahead, because to imagine the rest of my life and think about it without it is impossible. And that is so fucking scary and sad and painful all at the same time. been killing myself with drugs since I can remember. Funny thing is, I do it because I hurt so bad, and then all it does is bring around more things to make me hurt. But
Good episode.